Hello there viewers, Expert Bomber here and welcome to Fallout 4. And in today's video I have for you the one, the only, Castle City. And where is it? Here it is, the majestically 20 frames per second shown Castle City. And yes, this settlement has taken me way too long, but it's all worth it because it is huge and it is cool. So, as we go into the main entrance right here, you can see a lot of turrets. Just in case something decides to attack me, I will shoot it with fire bullets. Anyway, and here we have a little allied settlement to the railroad sign, a Minuteman sign, and a spotlight. So that's basically the outside of the castle. Now, as we get into the main entrance right here, you can see a trade caravan post where all the traders will sit, the random ones that you can find around the Commonwealth. And as you can see, we have Doc Weathers with his caravans. Then you have Cricket with her caravans. And she's complaining about this place just having farmers, which that's not true, but anyway. So here we have another, well, this is a building with a, well, usually a guy will sit here to, I guess, greet the newcomers and stuff like that. And then we have a heavy laser turret just in case a raider or a super mutant or etc. tries to come in here and, I don't know, try to raid the place or whatever. So, as you can see, all of these are the allied settlements. The only thing missing is the Institute, which is not allied. And of course the Enclave, which does not exist in the game yet. If it even exists. So here we have a few signs to greet traders and to just say to people that this is all protected by someone. The Minutemen, of course. So here we have a 2 guard posts for the guards to just stay and guard the inner area of this entrance. And basically there's no one here now because they changed shifts or whatever, so yeah, that's basically it. So as we get into the main gate here, we have again the flags to remind people that this is all allied settlements, and of course the American flag there. And we have another little guard post, a guard mat as you can see, with a terminal for some reason, guess to keep the logs of who gets in and out again. And then basically, this place I tried to make it as realistic as possibly seeable, but anyway, let's go into the Minuteman bunks, I guess. And here you just basically have some bunk beds, 4 bunk beds in general, with 2 bunk seats, a toilet. Always need a toilet because I don't put toilets in the actual houses. I'll show you in a while how I put the toilets in the settlement. So here we have the police station, and it is, well, just a big metal thing with rocks on the bottom. But anyway, and here I have the radio tower I just built around this thing. And here's the Minuteman that always just never gets up from this chair. And let's just close this door. And you have the receptionist area where the receptionist will sit, usually, if I even get one ever. At some point she will be there. And we have like the main, you know, police area. Nick Valentine is the chief of police, or at least that's what I say he is. And this will be where he would sit, or whatever. Anyway, getting out of here. So, actually, I haven't even shown you the room yet, so let me just go back in. As you can see, a few things in here. The lighting, since the last time I did this, which was the 2.0 I think, I removed the mod that would make like my frame rate go to like 5 frames per second. It was ridiculous. What the hell is that? Oh, and a computer desk thing right there. So anyway, getting out of the police station with this mesh door, we have our bar. And right here, this bar, in my opinion, it is very cool looking. And you have one of the level 4 merchants working here, which is Ron Staples. And as you can see, all the advertisements for Nuka-Cola and beer and booze in general. And then on the top floor we have another toilet, a little place that you would normally play cards and stuff like that, with the bottle caps being your currency. You would just bet bottle caps. And a pool table. And this pool table has all the pool balls. I don't know how those are called. Some pool cues in general, what you would normally see on a pool table, and in general a very decorated place. Now, moving along, we shall go to the weapons merchant place, which is Smiling Larry. And as you can see, I have all these Institute weapons, all these missile launchers, and fat men. There's a fat man right there, I think. Anyway, I have like 2 fat men, a good amount of missile launchers. I do not want to buy anything from you. Leave me alone. Can't move the mouse when I do that. A minigun, just being cool up there, and you know, in general, a merchant with guns. And here we have Sheffield, which is the not so wealthy person of this place, and he shall sleep right here in the sleeping bag and this APC tank. For some reason I put this there. I just didn't have anything else to put there. Now over here we have this big statue of something. I think this is from Gunner's Plaza or whatever. I'm using mods, lots of them. I'll put them in the description below if you want to check them out. And here we have the workshop area. Now this is where I do all my general work, like building, drinking Nuka-Cola. This turret, which I could never fix, you know, the normal stuff. And they hooked up terminal so I can close shit. And with this terminal, I think I can actually do stuff with the turrets and whatever. Yeah, the switch controls, the spotlight controls, turret controls, yeah, in general. Alright, so here we have a fridge with the Nuka-Cola types. Yeah, okay, that's not important. So this is basically the workshop area. So here we have the level 4 merchant of Volchek Rep's place. This is his shop, and he will sell you a lot of junk and a few legendary items. As you can see, a very decorated place again. Then we have his house right here, which he's knocked over one of his lamps, and I'm not going to pick that up because I actually can't. And he's knocked his pillow on the floor. I guess he does not like pillows. Well, I'll just take that. And everyone's complaining about me picking up junk. And you see just a typical little house with a terminal in it. That's the only thing that you wouldn't see. Oh, wait. And I gave him a little balcony here. So he'll sit on his little chair and look at the city, which looks horrible from this point of view. But anyway, so moving along, we shall go to the other trader that I have in the town. I didn't want to really make a shop for her, so we have Trader Riley right here just doing her thing, selling all the junk like traders do. And here we have the bathroom stalls, and a lot of people have been using the bathroom. They all have lamps, so you can actually see any little roofing system, which is just freaking wooden planks, but anyway. And the reason I have these here is just because I don't have any toilets in the homes and whatever, or in the castle at all. Hello, Curie. So, here we have our boxing ring, and on the bottom we have our storage area. But let's go in the boxing ring first. And it is open with a boxcar door, and a lot of advertisements here with all the sponsors and whatever, the seats for people to sit, and the actual boxing room that is not lighted up properly because I removed the mod that gave us better lights, gave me better lights. But anyway, out of the boxing ring we go, and we shall go to the storage area. And the storage area I think is locked, so I'm just gonna toggle my collision and go in here. And as you can see, it's just a little storage area. Occasionally you will see bottle caps in one of these, like these cabinets. And you can hear plates in the background because my mother is doing something in the kitchen. But anyway, moving along. Then we have our barbershop right here. And, you know, these are actual barber chairs, so you can actually use these to get a haircut or whatever. I've said these in all the previous videos, so I've talked about this. And, you know, facial hair, color, and shit like that, but I'm not going to do this now because I'm fine with my character the way he is. The barber is always missing because he's on vacation. Let's just say that he's on vacation. I'll just unlock this bookshelf because this is actually a door. So, as you can see, I can just open this right next to the jukebox. This will clip into the wall, don't mind that. And this is a little bunker area in case an attack goes very horribly wrong and we have to do an emergency escape through this bunker door. Now, I'll just toggle the collision. Because, hello. Collision! Not for the bookcase. Alright. And as you can see, I'm on the outside and there's a little passageway through here so we can escape the castle and be safe if, in whatever case we have to escape. So, let's go back into the castle and through the whole building. And let's go into this barbershop again and lock this, because the settlers will try to snoop around in there, see if they can find any loot, but there is never anything in there. So let's leave the barbershop. Now, where I haven't gone yet, let's see. So I've almost covered the bottom floors. So I'm just gonna go in the actual castle parts that, you know, that you can't build over. So I just covered this part off for some reason. I just didn't like the whole hallway over there. But anyway, here is the, I guess, storage area for weapons. I didn't change this up because there was nothing really to change. You have some an armor workbench, a weapons workbench, and a few other things in here. Some of them are not movable, like this table, that shelf over there. So I couldn't really do much with this place, so I just left it as it is. So moving along, this button does not do anything since I opened this. But anyway, I'm gonna go on the other side of the castle now, and I'm gonna go right in here. So in here, I made this like a little conference room for all like the leaders and stuff. This used to be the castle's kitchen, that's why there are like 3 sinks over here. But now I just have them for people that just get thirsty in the middle of the meeting. And this is for me to just make everyone shut up when they're all screaming. A lot of books, this file thing on top of the table. And yeah, basically, thanks to the mods, I can put this big fat long table on the frickin', you know, in the frickin' room. So, closing this door, there's nothing else that I've done into the actual normal spaces. I just removed all the beds that I used to have here temporarily. Now in here is the power armor room, and I really like this room. And as you can see, you have 2 power armor frames right here, just that I haven't put any armor on them. I do have, but there's nothing that is full, so I just put them all on the workbench. And this is in case some settler just wants to buy it from me or whatever. Then you have the T60 power armor from the Brotherhood of Steel. And this is Paladin Dance's power armor. This is my power armor from the Brotherhood of Steel. Then you have the Atom Cat sign. I haven't gotten any power armor from the Atom Cats. Probably have to do that soon. I have 2 Minutemen power armors that I so like to call them, which is a Exo. They are both Exo 1 power armor with level 3 on them, and you have the Voltec paint on them, just to make it stand out a little bit. The power armor stations. Then you have another 2 of them, which is the T51, and this one, it just has a lot of random stuff on it. It has like Exo 1, T60, a lot of stuff in general. So anyway, and then we have a little chill corner for the guys that are working on the power armor, that they just want to chill out and drink their cup of coffee or whatever. And a fridge for Nuka-Cola, and, you know, in general. So, moving out of the power armor room, we shall go to the, well, this is more of a, oh, there's also this thing here, the chemistry station. I just left it here as such because it was in a good spot. So anyway, then we have the, like, this is for the settlers that just want a place to sleep. They don't really want a house that they travel a lot, and they just have like some foot lockers. Then you have this filing cabinet, which is not used for filing stuff. It is more for clothing. Oh, and there's bottle caps in here. I'll take those. And yeah, that's basically it for the inside of the castle. Now, going upstairs, we're going to the artillery pits, and this is one of them. They're all decorated in the same way. And as you can see, we have our, well, this would be a Minuteman, but this is a Ghoul Minuteman. And I give them some combat armor and a Diamond City Guard helmet to make them stand out as guards. And here we have a missile turret. This is the back entrance we'll get in the end of the video. And then we have like some lights, the Minuteman flag, and a emergency siren, which is like the, if you've ever heard a nuclear siren before. I'm not going to turn this on because it gets all the settlers on alert, so we'll just leave this for now. And all the pits are basically the same. The other side also, this also has a guard post, and the other side too as well. I'll get to the other 2 on the front of the castle soon enough. But here we have our armor merchant, which is the Scribe. Took me forever to find him. And as you can see, he sells some T45B power armor with a power armor station to build stuff. Build your own power armor anyway. And he will sell you some cool stuff, some of which I've already bought and wearing. The Mark IV cinch chest piece is what I'm wearing. And he's going to bed now, I think. But anyway, you see Hancock in here just chilling for some reason. And, you know, it's just a little house I made for him, so, you know, he has somewhere to sleep. He's not that much of a decorative guy, so. And I also gave him a balcony, which is a way better view than the normal type. But anyway, moving out of this place, you can go to the hospital, which is right across the way, with another level 4 merchant. And that is, I think that's, what's her name? Doc Anderson, yes. So basically, the little waiting area, then the clinic sign, and in here we have our little surgery center that I can like have a surgery chair that you can actually get plastic surgery on, and a Gervie, oxygen tanks, a normal thing you would find in a surgery room, post-apocalyptic anyway. So anyway, this is the actual store. And where she sleeps, like, these are all like rooms that they all have the same thing in. Like, they're institute beds, so they're like a little bit cleaner for the hospital. But, you know. So, moving up here, you can see where Doc Anderson sleeps and a few of her employees, or doctors, or nurses, or whatever you want to call them. Then you have a little balcony just for her to chill, or anyone to chill. Now, let's jump down from here. Let's see, where else to go? Oh, here we have our clothing shop, where another level 4 merchant is working, which is Anne Hargraves. And you can see she sells clothing, but the settlers for some reason like to throw all the clothing on the floor, where I have to put it back, but I'm just bored of doing it. So, this is her house up here, a modernized house with some wallpaper. The yellow light is clipping through the wall. Like, the settlement building logic is kind of retardedly stupid, but anyway, you have a lamp clipping through the ceiling. Yep. And, you know, like a little normal house. But anyway, moving out of this place, we have another artillery pit with a Minuteman working this as well with, you know, the clothing I gave them. And they all have laser type rifles, like they have the laser muskets. Like, you can assign them to stuff like that. I've also assigned them to their beds, as all the merchants I have done that as well. There's a Minuteman clipping through the floor, but we'll just leave that be. And here we have a group of settlers just being here with Piper for some reason. Anyway, so in here we have my farm anyway. And as you can see, I have enough food here to feed the whole settlement. And I have all these planters here so I can get more food production, so it's easier to plant them here. But anyway, getting out of the greenhouse, come on, there we go. We have the scavenging posts, and what I mean by this is there's just 2 spots here for 2 scavengers that they will sit here, and they will get more income from scavenging. They will produce bottle caps, they will make you bottle caps or whatever. Here we have a elevator, which will take me down to the electrical spot. Well, basically, this is where I have a few generators, nothing too much, and my water purifiers. So, yep, these are the 4 generators I have, and these produce 45 power, I think, but there's some new ones with the DLC that produce 100, so I'll probably remove those at some point. But I have enough water to feed the whole settlement. Anyway, so get to hydrate the whole settlement, actually. So, going up here, we have another artillery pit. This is the front one, for the front gate. We have a Minuteman here just chilling with his artillery cannon. I don't know what they are called, actually. Here we have a turret, just in case someone tries to sneak through the back here. Not really a way to get in, but, you know, I just have this here. Also, it can protect the front entrance. So, I have to check if anyone falls through here at some point. But this is a little spot to, like, take cover, and the reason why I'm invisible is because of the stuff I'm wearing. So I can just, you know, snipe people from here if I am one of the guys protecting the place. So this here is my house. I just had to make a house for myself. There was no way I was just gonna make this whole settlement for everyone and not make a house for myself. So as you can see, we have my lovely living room with a fireplace, you know, normal type living room. We have a little storage area right here with all my things. Probably gonna have, yeah, they have stuff in here. Fusion cells and bottle caps. I don't know why the settlers just put stuff in here. They just sit on my house, but anyway. Here we have the garage. The way I've written this is not actually mods. It's the new DLC, the Wasteland Workshop, or the Automatron at the same time. I don't know. But here we have a little guy just chilling right here, protecting the place. A Nuka-Cola machine. This new traffic light, which I think is very cool. My Exo 1 power armor, which is epic. And then we have like the snap and build configurator. I don't know what that's called. I think it's configurator. But anyway, like a normal garage would be, some mods. The bobblehead stand, which has almost, well, half the bobbleheads. There's also a third floor for this. Then this thing, which is just retardedly, I don't know why this exists, but anyway, that's with all the new DLCs. This Mirelurk Queen Claw from the Mirelurk Queen that I actually killed back in the day. A radio, and then the garage door, which I have clipped through this wall somehow. But that's also another thing, and for some reason this can open through the wall. But anyway, I don't know why I went outside my house. There's also a kitchen I can show you, which is right here. And in here, you know, I also put the dining room in here at the same time, and I split it with this floor, this carpet floor, whatever it is, tiles. And going upstairs, you can see it's just a little hallway with an airplane seat, 2 airplane seats anyway. A jukebox. Again, I have 2 of them in this house. And I'm not gonna go in here just yet. I'm gonna go in my bathroom. The best looking bathroom in the whole settlement, because it's the only one I actually put time into building. Then we have our balcony, and it's currently raining and everything looks like it's being wet on the inside, but anyway. Here we have the patio chairs, grill, normal stuff you would see on a balcony, maybe. And an umbrella type thing for the rain, not. And in here we have my room, which has all the comic books I've collected over my time playing. Yes, I filled 2.5 comic book stands. Get wrecked. Or comic book, what is it called? Magazine racks. And we have a Deathclaw head, Mirelurk Hunter head, and a Yao Guai head. And we have our dresser, suitcase, a medkit, which actually has a lot of my stuff in it, my and Piper's bed. Then we have a safe, which I have nothing in it. I do have all my miscellaneous things in this trunk, all the ones I can get rid of anyway. A television on the Please Stand By channel, and, you know, basic stuff I would have in my room. In the post-apocalyptic room. Apocalyptic. Anyway. So, that's basically it for my house. Now, getting out of here. There's another artillery pit. That is the last one. Oh, wait, there's one more over there I haven't gone through. But this one has a laser turret on it to protect the main entrance. And then from over here, I have a little sniping position for me to sit and snipe any enemies that are in this front entrance. I don't know if this is actually the front entrance, but this one is closer to the city, so this is what my front entrance would be. Another siren, which all of them have one of these. The Minuteman, well, Minutewoman, handling this artillery pit. And anyway, oh, I also have a car next to my house for some reason. I just wanted to put that there. And here we have all the normal houses. I haven't decorated all of them. I put beds into all of them, but I haven't decorated all of them. So I'm going to show you some of them, but first I'm going to go through the hotel, which has 6 rooms. Each has 2 beds and 2 little storage places. And as you can see, this is not really a hotel. It's like a small, I would call it settler's house type thing. Now here we have the last artillery pit. And, you know, it's the same as all the other ones, just with a missile launcher on this one. And then, oh, also a guard post. Then we have a basketball court, which I thought was a very cool concept, and it's on top of the boxing ring. And the lighting is better here, because I have 4 of these street lights. And 2 hoops, and at some point I have to get a basketball in here, but, you know. And anyway, getting out of this place. Then we have, hello there, Kate. So, here we have our first house, which I decorated. And, you know, it's like a makeshift house with some paintings, the TV on the standby channel. and kitchen, dining room, storage area, and a bedroom. And then you have some curios here, and then you have a balcony with some chairs, the laundry on the, I guess, roof thingy, and a beautiful view of the swamp slash sea slash city, and the glowing sea all the way up over there. So anyway, there's no door. I'll put a door here some point. But anyway, getting out of here. Then we have another house. This is Sturgis's house, and I kind of pictured him not being like very decorative just because of the whole fact of him being a mechanic and he wouldn't really care. So he would just sit here with his TV on the Please Stand By channel again. A little kitchen, no stove because you wouldn't really cook in my book. And then you have his room with some terminals because he's also a hacker. And consoles right here. The Minuteman flag was somewhere over here. Oh no, it was the American flag. Tool chest, and you know, stuff that he would normally have. And his safe, locker. He doesn't have a balcony because he just sealed it all off. He didn't want it. So basically, he just has an extra storage area. Anyway, moving along, we have Smiling Larry's house. And this here, I pictured him being very, very drunk person, as you can see from all the beer he has here. Rastag here on the wall. A little kitchen. He would cook something, I guess. Then some chairs here that would be just totally random from the things he buys and sells. But he's not a trading merchant, so I guess, I don't know. Then you have this Outer Haven, for some reason, flag here. His bedroom, which I don't know who he sleeps with. But anyway, then I just gave him this box here to put stuff on, and the lamp or whatever. And then you have like where he would put all his weapons. As you can see, these gun signs with the DLC. These are new items. A 10mm pistol and an assault rifle. And then you have his balcony, which I haven't put anything here yet, but I'll put something at some point. So anyway, moving along, out of his house. This house, yeah, I haven't decorated this one. So I'm gonna go to the top floor with the elevator. And then going up here. So here we have a few more houses. As you can see, well, as I told you before, there are only beds. I haven't done anything here. But I have made Preston Garvey's house, which is the last one over here. And for some reason Tina DeLuca is in his house. I'm not very sure why. But anyway, so we have like, you know, a little sitting area, random furniture because I don't know what he would be sitting with. Kitchen with, I think that's a stove or a cabinet. I'm not sure. Might be a stove. But anyway, let's go into his room, and as you can see, since he's such a Minuteman geek and always has settlements for me to find, I decided to put a bathtub where he prays to the gods of the Minutemen, with some candles over here and a few million Minuteman flags that I've stuck together. And that's basically about his room, and of course his bed. Nothing else there, and then just a chair because it's a lonely freaking idiot just for thinking about the Minutemen and nothing else. And that was me expressing my hate for Preston Garvey, sending me to get settlements every 2 seconds. But anyway, that is basically it about this place. Now I'm gonna go to the back entrance and I'm gonna just wrap this video. So let's just jump from the ledge again. And here we have Deacon just being Deacon with his random suits that he wears. Well, I just gave him the tuxedo. But anyway, going back to the back entrance, we have 2 shotgun turrets for unwanted raiders and super mutants. And then we have a settler here, which looks very weird with the... What the hell is that bucket hat? Anyway, so we have another guard post where MacReady will sit normally, or whatever. He changes shifts as well. But with a little terminal to control these turrets and spotlights outside. And to the back entrance here, we have again another sign protected by the Minuteman. It's all lit up. I have 2 spotlights over here, 2 turrets, and another, well, there's the other spotlight. And that, my friends, is basically it. So thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this castle that I've built. Oh, actually, I'm gonna just go in TFC mode to show you what it looks like from above. And basically, This place is massive. You cannot say anything about this place not being massive. Like, I mean, it's huge. I'm very proud of this build. Took me way too long to finish, but I'm happy with it. So anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe if you did. And also comment down below any settlements I should be doing next. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Okay, what the hell is that? Why are they following me like that? Shut up. Is that like a modified Codsworth? Yep, that's what it is. What the? Where the hell did that go? Where?